Hello, fringers. The following podcast may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the penultimate episode of Chaos Incorporated. We are very excited to bring you tonight's show. It's gonna be interesting. The team, having built their plan to use the Triad as a distraction against the cult and take out the majority of the cult's member, are finally going to confront their nemesis, Kelly Aguilar. I am once again joined by our awesome cast. First out the gate today, it's Dot playing Stitches.
They may be able to hurt your body, but that doesn't mean they've won.
There we go. Very nice. Next down the pipe, it's Michael playing Maxi.
It is better to conquer grief than to deceive it.
There we go. Next up, it's our good friend Kaylee playing Shawn.
The reason I keep fighting is that it's proof of life.
And last but not least, also the GM for Neon Trails, our other Tuesday AP, it's Caleb playing Zed Lane.
Life is too short and love is too long.
That might be foreshadowing. All right.
Those are really good quotes.
So we pick up with the team. They've gotten some new toys from their friends over at the Shadow IOG. Preparations are beginning in haste.
I think there's like a montage of prep, possibly backed up by some appropriate, stream-friendly and not at all copyrighted music. For Shawn is trying to get into
a montage.
Shawn's trying to get into their medium armor, and Maxi sees them totally botching it, so he comes over and helps them out. Shawn's figuring out a way to attach the new monomolecular vibro katana to the back of it, and they just kind of quietly talking in the background.
Maxi is trying to time how quickly he can break down the new railgun.
Very well put together. It's silly how simple it is.
Really violent Lego.
Basically.
Zed is standing at like a tactical display. He's in the middle of putting his armor on, so he's got his nano silk underlayer. He's he's got his leg armor strapped on. He's working on his chest pieces, and he's going over the map and the plans so we can see the hotel. We can see the points where Las Vegas PD are going to be pushing the civilians away at. We can see the points where the Triad are going to be holed up and ready to go. And he's just going over everything repeatedly, trying to find a hole, a problem, something they can fix, just making sure the plan is as good as it can be.
Adeline comes over. She goes, so I've tasked 5 surveillance drones. They'll be sitting at 5,000 feet, feeding you as much information as they can. Okay? I've also got you hooked into the heads up electronically to Stitch's new whirly bird. Right? Ooh. And those will be feeding information back and forth. Okay? That'll feed your HUD.
Yeah, I was going to say that's probably what Stitches is doing. Where is the chopper in relation to where they are?
It's on the roof.
Oh, perfect. Then yeah, she's on the roof doing pre-flight checks.
Okay. It's purdy.
Yeah.
The rocket
She's
pods are
probably-
fully loaded.
I love a fully loaded rocket pod. She is probably like talking to this thing like it's her most prized possession. Just almost not like baby talk, but just very affectionate as she's going through and familiarizing herself with this aircraft.
From behind you, soft voice. Did you give her a name yet?
You know, I don't know how this is gonna go, and the last time I named one, I didn't get to keep it, so, maybe she'll earn her name.
Yeah, but if you do not name her, then in a moment of need, you can't call out for her.
Well, what would you name her?
Oh, she's not mine to name.
Okay.
How about little darling?
A little too cutesy. This is a powerful piece of modern machinery.
And therein lies the irony. But again, it has to be your name.
Maybe I'll think on it. Maybe I'll familiarize myself a little bit more and it'll come to me.
Well, it is a badass. You could, and then Maxi reaches forward and kind of slips his hand into Stitch's. You could always call her Billy.
Don't you think that name has been slung around enough lately? No.
Perhaps, but in this case, it's you owning the name.
Yes.
But again, I'll leave you to your naming.
If that's how we're gonna play this, why don't I just call her Maxine?
Maxine is a fine, strong name.
Well, then there we go.
Do you like Maxine?
I do actually. It's got some sass to it, and I feel it.
Maxie lifts his hand up and kind of just like brushes it against Stitch's cheek. I think Maxine likes you too.
I think we will get on quite nicely. And I think from there, Stitches is going to do that sultry, I know you're watching me walk away, like hip sway as she goes to get into the cockpit.
Oh. Eyes locked.
Adeline comes up to you. She goes, hey, one last piece of the plan that I don't remember there, Zed. How are you getting there?
Aren't we riding together?
I'm not going. I'm eye in the sky for you.
Ah, damn it. I'll go with Maxi.
How's Maxi getting there?
We're going with Shawn.
And how is Chone getting there?
Damn it. I thought one of us would have planned this.
I know. We'll just get a mattress, and we'll get some of those like moving straps, and we'll just jerry rig it so that the straps are holding up the mattress, and then we'll just attach you guys to the bottom of the chopper, and I'll just fly you all in. It's fine.
I feel like that's not a good idea. Let's call that Plan B.
That's
okay.
That's a dot idea, not a
That's
stitches idea. We
that's
need
a Plan B.
Delineate here.
Oh, maybe we can head over with one of the Triad crews.
I mean, you can.
Because we're going to be the, for lack of a better term, the bait pulling Kelly out of the bar towards the kill box we've set up. So we can head over with them, we can make ourselves visible, and then beat feet to where we've planned to be.
I mean, you may as well just have them drop you off in that parking lot.
The downside to going with the troops is that we also make the troops a target.
Why don't we just
right.
take the armored SUV, do the original plan, just throw some Molotov cocktails at their building, and then as soon as they know it's us, we skedaddle.
We have to be very careful about the lead because Aguilar will be clever enough to realize that she's being led somewhere. So we have to be extremely careful about how we do it. As much as she wants you, she may not fall for it.
Is
So
there
far-
a way
Go ahead.
Sorry. Is there a way I can help with that? Like, okay,
You want to dangle a Chon pinata underneath the
Yeah.
helicopter?
kind of. Like, is there a way that you can? Okay,
So you goes,
please
yeah,
forgive me.
it's called spy rigging.
Well, I didn't like literally mean have Chone dangling, but like,
Oh, that's the thing
Is-
we do for insertion and extraction all the time. They've been doing it since the 20th century. There's an attachment on the
yes.
bottom
I've
of
never
your
tried
helicopter.
that for insertion before.
It's very helpful on extraction, though. I mean, it's a yank and you're gone.
okay, wait a minute though, because I was trying to actually have an idea, but I don't know how this shit works. Is there a way, Chone, that you can like attach some sort of signal to my bird, and like that pings Kelly Aguilar, thinking that that's you with me, and I lure her out? Is that a thing? Is that something you can do? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, couldn't we just
I guess if we rigged something with a Quancom and I spoofed my own signal through it, and I kind of used it as a but it would be I wouldn't put it under the chopper, but like in the seat next to you.
Well, there is no seat next to me, but I can put it between my legs.
The virtuals. Fine, I'll go between your legs then.
Adeline
fine.
goes-
Whatever.
With your weird abilities, couldn't you just spoof yourself
Maybe.
in front of Kelly and like, you know, nanny nanny boo boo, stick your head in doo doo, and then make her run after you?
Just gonna bamf in and out.
Of course, if that fails, then Chone is in front
Right?
of her.
Yeah. What if she
No,
can only
actually,
end up
this
jumping
is-
another 4 feet away, and then it's like,
No,
Hello.
Guys, she's actually got a point. It's not teleportation, it's quantum projection is what she's suggesting.
Yeah.
So I'm still going to be right here physically or wherever I am physically, but she's going to see a quantum projection.
Like, you know,
don't know how
ghost
long-
Joan. Adelaide waves her hands in the air.
But again,
All right.
with
I'm
the
not a
amount of
wacky arm waving tube guy. I'm not
the
selling
amount of
cars
tech
here.
that Aguilar has at her disposal,
Say that again?
she'd see. And with the amount of tech that Aguilar has at her disposal, won't she see right through the quantum projection?
Sure, but who cares? You want her to come out to you, right? again, nanny, nanny, boo boo, stick your head in doo doo. Come get me. Right?
Yeah, we're where we want to be, or at least close to where we want to be. Chone basically issues the invitation, the ultimatum. Hey, I'm sick of this.
I've actually got a low-tech way we could do it, too.
Phone call?
Almost. There's that public access TRID station that runs in the city. We could easily I could easily just hijack that signal and basically say, come and get it, bitch. I'll be here. I'm right here.
Oh.
Let's do that.
I route this. Then basically we do the signal from wherever we're going to be. The hotel. That's where we're going to be. Why am I thinking we're going to be somewhere else? And she'll see,
right.
I mean, somebody's going to see that. She'll hear about it and come after us. And we trust our surveillance and eyes in the sky to let us know when they're coming. And when she comes, we fall on her like a collapsing hotel.
Perhaps you could loop together a series of old commercials. Eat fresh, have it your way.
Oh, and I could star in each one.
Yes. Replace the spokesperson or mascot in each one of the commercials.
Yeah, Alex, I'm gonna write up a quick app with my my AI buddy to sit there and just kind of like download like
Give me a
5
software
minutes of
check.
different things. Okay, I got to try a new dice tower here. This is gonna be slow.
I think the final one should be the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier.
I was thinking, where's the beef? Actually,
Oh, that one.
Where's
too.
the Chone?
Where's the Cho?
Where's the Chone?
There you
I just
go.
lost one of my dice, so I got to roll one of the giant ones. What the hell is that number? I think that's a 6. Is that a
looks like
6?
that's a 6.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The hell with these dice.
That's the Elvish rune for infertility.
All right, fair enough. 52.
Okay.
52. You rolled a fucking 6.
On one of the dice, and I have plus 20 on my software.
Remember, Chone is very good at this thing.
Yes.
All right. So you have
Not so much
spliced
anything
together
else, but-
a 2-minute commercial spot, a la like Super Bowl style, with Chone as the main character and spokesperson for each of these commercials, rolling in from Burger King to Subway to where's the Chone?
Old Verizon, can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's what it starts with. It's like, can you hear me now?
Give me a network
Listen,
check to insert it in.
This does not bode well for me because I have to use Control Delete because I nat 1'd it.
Ooh.
Shit, fuck.
Well, it was worth it. I nat 20 did it.
Sometimes.
30, 50, 60, 60.
Okay. It's in. It's going to air in 15 minutes. At that
All right, we
point,
should get going.
Mr. Joe walks in. He walks up to Zed and kind of like grabs him by the armor and kind of like shimmies it. He pulls a couple of the straps. He goes, "You don't wear this very often, do you?"
No, I sit at dinners and I talk at people. This is not normal for me.
He goes, "We got your escrow payment, so I would normally say don't die because you need to get paid, but you already paid me, and we appreciate that. But still, don't die."
I'm gonna try. You try as well. I feel like once we get through this together, then we can just have a nice long meal and reminisce on how stupid this all was.
Indeed, your car's waiting downstairs.
All right. Are your people
They're
ready
in
to
position.
go? Do they need? Okay.
Adeline says, "I'll have the bogus missile alert come in 10 minutes."
All right. So I will look at Maxi and I'll look at Chone. Kind of do that sigh and nod thing. And all right, Stitches, have fun up there. When you're shooting at things, please don't shoot at us, or at least shoot around us. Yes?
Well, yeah, if I wanted to shoot you, I've already done it.
That's so reassuring.
Oh,
All right. Let's go.
you know I'd never want to actually shoot you, right? Like,
Did we test
Right, let's
that-
go, Zed.
Did we test the aircraft?
tested how? What would you like for me to do?
Test flights to ensure operation?
Well, I did my pre-flight checks to make sure that everything was operational.
I was just thinking out loud. I did not mean to imply that you are not capable of doing those things. I'm going to be quiet now.
I mean, I didn't necessarily want to be tooting around in it, considering we are in a hotel downtown.
Tooting around?
Dude. Is that a technical pilot term?
You know what? It's my technical piloting term. And
There's so much I have to learn about flying.
tooting, puttering, however you want to put it.
Do you putter around in a single pilot?
Does tooting lead to puttering? Is it like a sequential thing?
Isn't puttering what you do on a golf course?
I'm really regretting the fact that I haven't shot any of you.
You have your chance.
All right. Good hunting, everybody. Let's get going.
It's a short drive to the parking lot just southeast of the Filament Bar. You pull into the lot, and just as you pull into the lot, you hear the missile sirens start to go off, right? And the big voice in the sky you can hear from over on Fremont Street is like, "Alert, alert, incoming missile threat. Alert, seek shelter, seek shelter."
Two people seem to be leaving.
Oh, yeah, they're running.
Voice.
All an ass.
Yeah.
Stitches gets over the comment. Does that mean us? Are we supposed to go?
So you've pulled into kind of a hover thing where you're kind of spinning nose toward the area. That's when you see Kelly walking between the buildings as the Mr. Joe's hyper-colored cars head for the cultist little headquarters. She comes walking between two buildings. She has two of the cultists with her.
Yay. Okay, so I'm hovering around the, and I just see her.
Yeah, with two cultists with her.
Okay, then
As she enters the parking lot.
Yeah, I'm going to relay information. Like, as hello, God, it's me, Margaret. As GM delivers information, please assume that all of that is immediately being relayed to the team.
So Aguilar is walking into the bar or walking towards our
you,
position?
towards your position.
Into the parking lot outside.
Okay.
You hear her with what is obviously a cybernetically enhanced voice. "I respect that you didn't want to hurt any of the innocent people. I presume that funny missile thing is you?"
No, it was Sarah.
If you could see her face, which you can kind of make it out under the helmet she's wearing, she's like, "Well, in the spirit of not killing anyone else, this is all very simple. Shawn comes with me and no one else has to die."
I'd like to make a counteroffer. I
Right
give
then-
you the
Stitches through your comm, you hear Adeline's voice. She goes, "I have orbitals moving in above your position. Two small ones.
Delicious.
Drop pods."
Delicious. Okay.
She goes, "I think they're about to orbital insert something."
Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna go check that out.
You can't get into space.
No, but where can I go to try and somewhat intercept this?
If it's drops, you can't.
Well, shit. Okay.
So Kelly kind of tilts her head and looks at you, Chone.
Here's my counteroffer. I'll give you the finger, and you piss off and give up this stupid little crusade, and we'll go have margaritas.
You know they won't let me do that. They want you. They need you, Cho.
Well, unfortunately, I've seen what that leads to. Dogs, cats living together, mass hysteria, and the end of humanity as it is. And I mean, I kind of like humanity.
She goes,
not all of it.
but you could be so much more. She goes, look at who you've allied yourself with. They're weak. Look at how squishy they are. You could be so much more than the sum of everyone you've ever known. They want you. They need you. They've seen the beauty that you bring to the future.
But that beauty is because of him, and they point at Zed. And him, they point at Maxi. And even her, if she doesn't shoot me, and points up in the sky. Without them, none of that matters. So, again, this is your chance to get out of this without being destroyed. Final offer. Because you won't take me alive. Cortex bomb. So, even if you get me, you won't get me.
You sure about that?
Oh, yeah.
She smiles at you. She goes, we'll find out.
Oh, are we waiting for your drops from the sky? Is that what we're waiting for right now?
She goes, if you'd like, but I mean, they're on their way anyway. And at that, you hear the resonant boom as something enters the atmosphere. The boom, boom, and when a drop pod sharts out to the sides, and you see a Kodiak Rav land behind her.
That happened a lot faster than I had hoped it would.
Can I just throw an EMP grenade at them, please?
Yes, I will let you have one EMP before we roll initiative.
Because I have a bandolier of them. I bought them. I got them from the armory. Since I'm not skilled, since I'm not trained in using grenades, that was a 12.
Okay, so one of the cultists is actually going to flip his rifle around and attempt to baseball bat swing the EMP grenade away from them with the butt of his rifle. And he only got a 9.
Yeah!
Roll me some EMP damage.
Lucky Zed. Come on. More numbers than that. Only 10.
Okay.
10 numbers?
Terrible roll on 3d10.
Okie doke. All right. Everybody go ahead and roll some initiative.
What is my initiative?
It's a D20 plus your agility modifier.
19.
Well, I just wasted another nat 20.
You never know.
Stop.
That might come in.
I changed dice, even. It's just...
Maxi.
Hold on. 19.
Copycat.
Zed.
11.
All right. One moment, folks, while I get the rest of the initiatives popped into this lovely thing. Oh, goody. Okay, I've got... Okay,
So did only one Kodiak drop or did two?
just one so far.
Oh, okay.
There are 2, but only 1 has dropped.
So,
Cool.
Joan, you have the initiative. You see them arrayed in front of you, so it's Kelly to the front. One of the cultists kind of stepped forward when he tried to baseball bat swing that EMP grenade, and the other one's standing to her left. They're both cybered to the gills, just like she is, and wearing armor-carrying rifles. And there's a forest deck Kodiak Rov standing behind them.
Now, pardon, this is going to be give my ignorance of Rov tech away as a player. Are Rovs hackable?
Theoretically, yes.
Then, yeah, we did talk about this, didn't we? With quantum interdiction and quantum interception.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can lock onto that signal.
What are you using to do it?
My Quancom and my tech head in collaboration with my abilities.
Okay, give me a determination check first to see if you can isolate.
15, 16, 17.
Okay. Your brain's not going to melt yet. Now give me a networks check.
Big bucks, no Emmys. Stop.
Well, I thank you for that. I almost couldn't have rolled better.
Shoot it.
A non-stat roll 20 and 2 19s.
Shoot it.
So that's 78.
Okay.
So many numbers.
You get to the edge of the forest deck, and it's not being remotely controlled.
There's someone in it.
No. There's a slice of a entity in it.
Oh.
A
my.
slice?
Ooh. Okay.
The other thing that you notice as you kind of go into that quantum state is you see little quantum doodads hooked to the front of Kelly's chest plate of her armor. Mm-hmm. Right? That look vaguely familiar.
Then I'm going to take the rest of this round to go into cover and try and remember what the hell those were. I've seen those before.
Give me the engineering check. And while we're doing that, it's Kelly's turn. She's going for Zed first. I'm going to take you out first. So she's running at you. You see retractable claws pop out of her hands, and she takes 3 big swipes at you.
Wolverine style or
Yeah.
Baraka style?
More Baraka style.
Oh, okay, cool. I just wanted the flavor.
Barking Basement Logan.
And these are melee attacks, obviously.
Yes. So you're using your agility bonus for your defense. Because I assume you're just trying to get the heck out of the way.
Yeah, I'll just try to dodge these. That's a 15.
Okay. You managed to dodge 1, but she hits you twice. Double check the damage on that. Yes. So you take 22 damage to the chest and 18 damage to the head.
I'm gonna end up losing another arm tonight, aren't I?
Not up there, you aren't.
All right. How much was it to the chest? 22?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. The rover is coming for Maxi. Basically, he's going to try and pick you up with his big claw hand.
See, ideally, Maxi wouldn't have been anywhere on this tarmac. He would have been posted up with his giant friggin' railgun somewhere, but...
We have to ride together.
What's Maxi doing?
Trying to dodge.
Okay. Roll. Give me a defense roll.
Parkour!
Parkour.
Dip, dive, and dodge.
Dip, duck, duck, dodge, parry. Thrust!
Dodge a duck,
said-
you can dodge a bullet.
Defense roll, right? Is that what you said?
Yep. Yeah, the forest deck's about 12 feet
Yeah,
tall.
20.
Wow, that was handy. Would you like some flavor text to that? Because he goes barreling towards you with his left-hand claw raised and swoops down trying to grab you.
I'll say that as he swoops down, Maxi like takes 2 steps forward and does a shoulder roll like right between the Rav's legs, coming out behind it.
And with that brings us to Maxi's turn.
And Maxi then turns kind of on his butt with the railgun, posts the base, like the stock of the railgun against the ground, and just fires the railgun right up the thing's ass.
Roll to hit. It's going to try and get to the side.
Butt squeeze.
Fortunately, it's rather large and doesn't have a very good agility.
That is also a nat 20.
It got a
20. 29.
That's a 5. So that goes to body, goes straight to the HP. So
5d12.
yeah,
Wrecked
Give me
him.
a damage
Damn near
roll.
killed him.
Near killed him.
he might. That was a very opportune time to roll a natural 20.
I would like to thank my my galaxy die.
So while Maxi's adding up damage, Stitches you hear in your ear. Adeline come back to you. She goes, I also got 2 helos heading your way.
Friends.
No, not friends.
No, I know not friends. Come on.
And Stitches, you are up next.
Fuck yes. Yes. 12, 24, 35.
Math is hard.
40, 35, 47, 54.
Okay. Since that goes straight to the torso of the thing, you see the shot come in basically where its behind would be, and it punches out through the front venting that the Kodiak has on its chest, and you see the Kodiak immediately collapse to its knees and like pitch forward with its head leaving like a divot in the concrete.
Maxi will use his move to roll to his feet and train the railgun on Aguilar.
Okay. Stitches.
Yes. How exciting. I am gonna okay, so on my instruments, can I see where these 2 incoming helos are?
Yeah, they're about half a mile out,
Okay.
which is not far.
Sure.
Well within weapons range.
Yeah. Let's fire the missiles.
Which one?
All of them.
No, which drone?
Which drone?
Yep.
Well, like,
There's 2 of them on their way
am I
in.
choosing left or right? Is
Yep,
that what you're
pretty much.
asking? Okay. And Adeline couldn't give me
So
any
technical.
other information about. Okay. Left.
Okay, roll to hit. What are you firing at it? You can fire up to 4 rockets if you're using the rockets.
Let's fire 2 rockets.
Okay. Roll to hit.
2 rockets.
And you get an additional +4 with that weapon system, I believe.
Ooh,
Afternoon delight.
you're welcome.
Yes, that is correct. So it's whatever your baseline bonus is plus an additional 4.
Okay. So an assisted 20.
Yeah, that hits. So roll
It is.
5d6 times 10 twice.
5d6 times 10?
Yeah,
Vehicle weapon.
they're air-to-air rockets.
I don't have enough d6 out currently. Hold on.
Wait a minute. Don't you have a possibly award-winning Shadowrun podcast?
Yeah, how is
I-
this
That is
possible?
up for the
Say I-
Audioverse Awards?
How is this
didn't say I
possible
didn't.
with Shadowrun that you don't have enough d6s?
Yeah.
No, you fuckers didn't listen. I said I didn't have enough d6s out, not that I didn't have enough, period.
Uh-huh.
This every time someone does something amazing and wonderful in this game. I really get depressed about how Zed's built because the numbers he has are so small. And
All
he
right,
just,
so that's
he's trying his best.
You've done some amazing things, Zed.
22 for the
best.
first roll. So 22 on the die for the first roll.
For damage,
Yeah.
so that's 220.
And then
It's just, I'm going to cry a little bit.
It's a vehicle weapon, Caleb.
and then that's another 190.
Okay, the first one sends it careening skyward as it's like two of its quadcopter like rotors get hit, and as it careens skyward, your second missile pierces the center portion of the underside of the vehicle, exploding it into a ball of burning plasma.
Everyone on comms just hears Stitches giggling with absolute glee. She is so fucking happy. Y'all have never heard her this happy before.
Sorry, Maxi.
All right.
Okay.
Maxi grins. Maxi, like behind the scope, or he's actually looking down the iron sights. Behind the iron sights, you can see Maxi's like, it's a little grin.
Okay. As Maxi's grinning, one of the cultists is now going to take some shots at you.
All right.
Rude.
You hear the bark of his assault rifle.
$17 defense.
You dodge 2,
Uh-oh.
and
But
you
we
take...
never. The only exoskeletal armor I have is the base exoskeleton.
You should
the
have
Cat B.
the higher... Hang on one moment. I'll grab
I just
that
want to make
for
sure
you.
I'm calculating the armor right.
Yeah, you should have. So this one's actually hitting you in the head.
Okay.
Gonna ring your bell a little bit.
Yep, a little bit.
You can ring
And it's going to do a total of 14 damage to the
Okay.
helmet.
Okay.
So you have the heavy exoskeletal armor now.
Okay.
That's what you're wearing.
Okay, I'll just look up the stats for it.
So that's page 122 at the very, very bottom. So if you take 14, you've got 41 damage to the head remaining. Cultist number 2, also with the idea of Maxi is not his friend, is going to fire at you.
Yikes.
Also a 16.
Wow, that was
sorry,
a-
not 16, not 17.
Absolutely god-awful roll. He misses twice and his gun jams. Because that's apparently the day he's having.
Good.
All right, that brings us to Zed. Zed, you hear the launching of missiles from above you, exploding stuff to the thing. A Force Tech Kodiak just collapsed to your left.
And
Jones up in cover, and you've got a psycho cyberneticist trying to chop your head off.
so you said she was wearing like a mask, like a face mask, an armored helmet. Like, what is she actually looking like right now? Is
So
she just
she's
full
got-
robot?
No,
She's
it's-
still
it's-
wearing a pantsuit.
No, she's wearing like a low-profile helmet, and above that, she's got almost this like obscuring, like clear plastic mask over her face, right? That makes her look very inhuman. It makes her look like almost like a robot,
Like the purge mask.
kinda. And she's wearing armor.
Okay. Like Versace, like real classy,
Custom,
high end.
It's custom. It's like a forest green color.
I appreciate the style. So since she has closed with me in melee, I am going to try like one of those really fast, speedy melee attacks where I'm kind of trying to get behind her and grapple her.
Okay,
So that she is
held.
not pinned down, but held, but but held in an open position so that Maxi can line up a shot better.
Got it.
Down, you say?
All right, go ahead and roll.
That would have been a much simpler word. Yes, thank you. I'm very bad at speaking. Okay, so
Stop it.
all right.
That drum.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a regular grapple with my
As opposed
my
to
military combatives.
as opposed to a kinky grapple.
Give me an attack roll.
Completely different.
That's after this show.
I'm seeing if there's anything else I can have to add onto this, but I think I've gotten it all. So that should be a 17.
You can hear the pistons in her leg fire as she like leaps about 12 feet in the air and kind of backflips behind you.
Yikes.
Well, that was unfortunate.
And that brings us to our drone friend, who's now aiming at Stitches. Single air-to-air
No.
rocket at you.
No. I know some maneuvers.
So you've got a maneuver bonus in this particular jet.
Yeah.
Well, when you're a jet all the way.
From your first
Not first
cigarette to
cigarette.
your last dying day.
Oh, no.
Y'all are welcome.
Go ahead and give yourself a +5 maneuver bonus to dodging there.
Okay.
Now, I wish I would have done with chat. I wish I would have seen this black armor with clashing neon accents like 1980s parachute pants. Thank you, chat. I appreciate
awesome.
that. That would have been
Thank you, Jen.
that would have been better. What do we got, Stitches?
What's a 9 get me?
Hit.
Shit. Mallo, I blame you. It's because I got all excited.
Okay. It blows the rotor completely off your chopper.
Oh,
It does
for you keeping this
210 damage.
So am I free falling?
I mean, you're now doing that kind of spin thing.
I hate everything.
We're the worst.
The highs are high, the lows are lows.
All
Welcome
right.
to Identico.
So we'll get to you in a sec. This is all happening simultaneously. Shawn, it's your turn again.
Well, I see that Zed is having some fun, so I'm going to pull the monomolecular katana and go at Kelly Aguilar.
Roll the hit.
Which die looks friendly today? We're going to use the giant die. That just closed 2 windows on my other computer. So that is a 17.
That does hit. Roll. You did
Does
not.
she have? Is she armored?
Oh yeah,
Oh, look, I get extra damage against armor.
yeah. She's wearing armor.
That is plus 0, 8 damage.
8 damage.
Yeah,
Okie doke.
I'm gonna start calling some shots here.
Did you say where you hit?
Not yet. Let's find out. That would be 1, 2, 3. So body.
Chest. Okay.
Yeah, I figured like she did this backflip and Chon does like a run by slash,
Yep.
scars up her brand new armor, and it turns out like there's like a neon green paint scheme underneath it because she got the second hand.
Okay. Zed, as she gets sliced, she's landed behind you. She's basically going to try and take one of the little things on her vest off and push your head forward and jam it on the back of your neck.
Oh, now I remember where I saw those.
Well, I would very much like to dodge that.
Give me a defense roll, please.
Mother. That was a small number.
Mother pus bucket.
Mother puss bucket.
Dirty 20.
Okay, you manage to duck out of the side as she tries to jam it into the back of your neck. So, that's good. Oh wait, our rover friend is gone.
So you got that going for you,
For now.
which is nice.
Okay. Yes. She's not going to take over your body right now. Stitches!
Right now being the operative.
Let her
term
do
there.
it. What? My arms don't work. It would be fine. I would be a detriment to her plans.
Stitches, you are doing the whirly spin. Mm-hmm. Trying to keep the thing under control. Go ahead and give me a piloting check.
Fuck.
You do not get the maneuverability bonus from the chopper.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Are you trying to bring it in for a hard landing? Like, what are you trying to do?
Oh, fucking no. Let's see how my piloting goes. A dirty 20.
Okay. You think you can bring it in for a rough landing? And landing is probably a little generous, but you won't die.
So mad right now. I was so happy to have this nice shiny thing.
You
And
got
I didn't
one
even
round.
get to- I know, yeah, I got one.
Can you fire a weapon while you're spinning?
I got to lay off 2 missiles. I did it.
Yeah, but can you shoot while you're spinning? I mean, just
Not with decent accuracy. I'd hit you.
What's the worst
okay,
that
never
could
mind.
happen?
right. I mean,
What was that
you-
movie Wanted where they like curve bullets
Yep.
and stuff? That's
oh yeah.
So you've brought it in for a rough landing. Maxi, you see it crash about 30 yards from where you're at, but it appears to not be on fire completely.
salad.
And you see movement out of the cockpit. What are you doing?
Is it Maxi's turn?
Yeah.
Did you just find my D20 cat? Thank you. Knock it over here.
Maxi had his gun, the railgun, trained on Aguilar. He's going to take a shot.
Aim for the head. Aim for the head.
Are you aiming the shot?
Yeah, Maxi's actually aiming for the neck.
Roll the hit.
Neck meat.
No fucking way.
Did you nat 20 again?
I did.
You son of a bitch.
28.
Well, on a nat
Dear
20,
God.
that pierces armor. Let's see how much damage you do.
Fuck her up.
$22. $40.
You blow her head clean off.
This, my friends, is my favorite die.
If only we could have done that in episode
So
2.
2.
Chucky darn.
All right. But combat's not over because there's still bad guys.
Well, yeah.
Brings us to the cultist. Oh shit. I gotta check something really fast. Does that happen on her next turn?
The GM is saying scary words. I don't like it.
No, it detonates now. let's see. You weren't that far away from her.
No.
It was Zed or Chone.
Yeah,
So Maxi, Zed,
We're
and
all right there.
Maxi, Zed, and Chone, please make me a defense roll.
This is not considered a melee defense roll, is it?
No.
Cool. I got a 15.
Okay.
Not one.
No, no, you did not.
Chone?
Nat 2.
Same die betrayed me.
Toss it.
2.
Nat 2.
Chone. You were in a quantum state. Okay. So here's what happens. As she drops to the ground, you all hear, and then the world explodes. Stitches,
Thanks everybody for joining us.
you're far enough away where you just see this happen. There's basically a wall of fire. Zed, you rolled well enough to take half damage. Basically, you managed to kind of get a running start, and so only get flung about 35 feet
Only.
as the wall of
That's like
plasma detonates. Maxi, to your hit points, you take, to every section, 33 points of damage.
Bypassing armor?
Oh, yeah. I rolled for it.
The ball of plasma?
Yep. Caleb. Oh, yeah, because it's cooking you, basically.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was about. I'm in an exosuit and...
It's all of you, it's cooking you.
Yeah.
Caleb, you take 16 to your hit points.
Directly to hit points?
Yep.
Or does my armor... No. Okay.
It's too hot.
Okay.
It's like being on the surface of the sun.
Well, I'm not as bad off as Maxi.
Chode. You feel a presence.
Okay.
You're
Is like the explosion happening in slow motion right now?
it's kind of frozen around you. And you're kind of turning around and you see Abby step forward. He goes, I didn't think I was going to see you yet.
I don't think you're going to see me for much longer. But she's dead. And I'm hoping that makes up for... I hope it saves you guys.
It's going to slow him down, but you... He goes, you're out of sync.
You didn't do this?
No.
Oh, crap. Chone looks around, looking for Zed and Maxi in
You
this
can
frozen
see
moment.
You can see Zed's been kind of flung to the side.
Uh-huh.
You see no sign of Maxi. You see armor, but it looks limp.
Chone just kind of stares for a minute. Okay, real quick. So, I need 10 seconds.
We have all the time in the world.
Right, I need to go back 10 seconds. That's possible, theoretically, right?
You can project back, but again, every time I saw you as a projection, it wasn't a physical manifestation, remember?
Right, but that might be enough.
What has happened has happened.
But no. This can't happen. The Zed's out of range, but Maxi and I are too close. I need to warn us. So, I mean, technically I'm messing with causality and but
I don't know how to get you to project to someone who isn't one of us.
But I've been able to project to other people to be visible
in sync. In time.
I've stepped out of sync.
You've stepped out of sync. I don't think you did it consciously.
Alex, can I move? Like physically move?
Kinda?
Okay.
You feel like you're moving, but you feel disconnected from weight, essentially. Like you feel you could see a physical manifestation or a spiritual manifestation of yourself, but you don't feel any like weight behind anything.
It's not like a bullet time type thing. Okay. Okay, how do I undo this?
I don't.
There's got to be something I can do to prevent her from going boom. Come on, Abby. You've come back from thousands of years in the future as a projection. It
to someone who has my abilities. And we both agreed that was kind of an accident because she stuck you in that quantum computer.
It's just 10 seconds. I need 10 seconds to go back and save him.
I don't know how. Remember I told you the last time I saw you I wouldn't see you again?
Yeah.
Shawn, I'm dead. Untethered from all of it.
Why? Is it because of what we changed?
No.
There's got to be a way to fix this.
He's your friend.
Yeah. He's more than that.
Family.
More than that even, but that's probably a good word for it.
He goes, before my brother died, I wanted the same thing as you. I don't know how.
But in quantum mechanics, everything is possible. There is nothing that is impossible if you can figure out how to make it work.
Yes, and with 5,000 years of training, maybe.
There we go. I got to start training. As soon as I figure out a way out of this plasma.
You have to figure out a way to resync.
Yeah, that's probably...
You can't do anything until you resync. You've fallen into a flux state.
Okay, so basically...
Hence why you're seeing me, because I'm dead already.
My variables are out of sync, so if I... And Shawn will close their eyes and start to concentrate and then look back up at Abby. It's like... What happened to you?
I died.
How?
I was killed.
I mean... So hoping for a little bit more, but
I was stabbed in the throat. We managed to save humanity from the entity, but not me.
okay. Take this for what it's worth, but that's worth it. But this, and Chon nods towards the armor on the ground. I don't know if this is worth it, so thank you, but I've got to try and do something. And Chon closes their eyes and is going to attempt to do the like what they usually do to kind of teleport hop. Because they can see Zed. Just try and jump to Zed's side, maybe to interpose between Zed and the wall that he's flying towards.
Okay, give me a determination check.
In the hopes that this will sync everything back up. Okay, I'm pretty sure that a 11 is not going to do it.
Nope.
So I'm going to use stubborn.
Okay, go ahead.
Use stubborn because I can re-roll a determination check once per day.
Yep.
And that's an edge, thank God, because that was that. Okay, that's a 16, 17, 18.
Okay. Your essence appears next to Zed, but you still feel no weight.
And is Zed still frozen?
Mm-hmm.
Can I attempt to like reach out and just shut down my connection to the quantum state?
Yeah.
Just like neutral, go set everything, put it all in neutral, basically.
Yep. Give me another determination check.
I already used my reroll. 16.
And with that, everything comes back into focus. And Zed, because you teleported next to him, Zed, you basically...
I was like going between him and the wall to try and block him.
Zed, you basically slam into Chon in immense pain.
Probably isn't fun for me either.
Nope. Stitches, you see all of this. The two cultists have also been vaporized.
Can I interpose one thing, Alex?
Yes.
Stitches sees the explosion and spiraling through the air and like skidding to the ground near her is the twisted wreckage of the railgun.
Sure. I'll allow it.
And I think once Zed like lands and starts to get to his feet.
Zed, you've got, what, about 9 HP left in everything but your arms?
Yes.
Your arms should have more.
How far away?
Wouldn't they still take damage though? Like
yeah,
normal?
but I thought they had more than 20 HP base because they were the cyber arms.
Probably. I don't know. They don't work right. How would I know?
Stitches.
I never read the manual.
How far is the crash, Stitch's crash, to where this happened?
To where the explosion was, or where Caleb is now, or where Zed is now?
Where the explosion was.
About 30 yards.
Okay. Would not that they'd be paying attention to her, but like when Stitches crashes and this is happening almost simultaneously, there is a blood-curdling scream of her just saying no, trying to unhook and unclasp all of her.
You fumble with it for a second, but you hit the emergency release button on the cockpit, and it's got little like mini charges around the base of the cockpit windows that basically blows the cockpit off.
Yep.
So you hit that, it blows the cockpit, so the cockpit top flies forward and kind of whirls a few times and comes to a crash on top of a vehicle, and you manage to unbuckle yourselves. You see the charred remains of Maxi's exoskeleton.
She runs over to it.
Okay. It's almost too hot to be in the air right now. Like it's cooking. The concrete is melting. Like your boots are starting to get like
tacky.
Yeah, she'll stop for a second, obviously before getting any closer. Right. And she is doubled over, just wailing.
Okay.
And starts to look around and sees Chon and Zed off to the side. And she straightens up and runs over, kind of takes stock of Zed and sees him hurting, but grabs Chon and tries to pick them up and shake them to be coherent.
Yeah, is Zed
you're conscious?
Unconscious?
No, you're conscious. Right. You're just in a crap ton of pain.
And Chon is more damaged than Zed is.
Chon is not damaged at all.
Not
okay.
even singed. But
then,
you're seeing Stitches pick Chon up, and they're it's like 1,000-yard stare, and just tears, silent tears, is the only reaction that Stitches has gotten.
Stitches kind of pushes Chon into, I'm assuming, the somewhat broken down wall that is behind them.
No, you're kind of sitting against a mess of cars right now.
Okay, so she pushes them into the car then, right? And just sobbing, "You bring him back. You go back. Find a way. I know you can do this."
I couldn't. There was no way to do it. I tried.
You said.
I tried. I'm not good enough to do it. Abby said that maybe with 5,000 years study, but nobody's got 5,000 years. And they look up at you. It's I couldn't move. I got unstuck, and it was over in such a flash. I couldn't save him.
And Stitches breaks again, and her lip and chin is quivering through tears, and she just rests her forehead against your chest, and she just starts crying into you.
At this point, Caleb, you hear your Quancom going off. Adeline's going, "Zed, I need a status update. That was a rather large kaboomy. What the fuck just happened?"
The Aguilar's down. Maxi's down. The rest of us are here.
Is there any other threat in the area?
I can't even focus past my hand right now, so I have no idea.
Do you want extraction now?
And Band-Aids, please. Yes, thank you. I kind of fall back over onto my side.
And just stands there, and then after Stitches starts crying, they also start sobbing, and they just both kind of slide down to the ground against the cars, just bawling.
You can hear the sound of the Triad race cars speeding away from the area. You You still hear the sirens from the missile alarms, and a couple minutes later, a black transport chopper lands. 3 people pop out, pull a security sweep across, and you see Adeline come out with like a thing, and she pops it, and it's like a stretcher. She goes, "Are you ambulatory? Status?"
I give her like a thumbs medium, wavering to down.
She looks at Stitches. She's like, "Help me get him loaded onto the stretcher."
You.
Helpful. She's trying to muscle Zed onto the stretcher.
And that kind of wakes him up a little bit so he can try to help. So he's not just, dead body limp.
Okay, give me a stamina check.
With being at 9, that gives me a -3
Yes.
to my checks right now.
Yes.
I think.
Across the board.
Oh, cool. That roll would have been so much nicer earlier. 14.
You managed to help her and shift your weight up onto the stretcher. One of the other guys grabs it. Adeline walks over to Chone. She kind of grabs Chone by the chin. She's like, "Are you coming?"
We need to bring him home.
The other 2 guys grab some fire extinguishers, like some foamy stuff off the chopper, and spray down the armor. And they pick it up and bring it over to the chopper.
Shawn gets their feet and then kind of reaches down to... Stitch is still there. Reaches down to try and help you up. We got to take him home.
Stitches, Stitches stands up with Chone. And looks over at Adeline. I'm done. We're done. Whatever my obligation to you was before, I'm done. I'm out. I won't do this.
Adeline goes, "Do you want to ride?"
No, I don't.
She goes, "I ditched the flight suit and the armor so the cops don't pick you up." And she turns her back on you.
Stitches then looks to Chone.
They've got the pieces of Maxi's armor loaded into the chopper.
Stitches looks to Chone, and she looks to Zed. I'm sorry. I'm not leaving the 2 of you. I'm leaving whatever this toxic shit is. We were ill prepared.
I'm not leaving him alone.
I'm not leaving him either.
But you're
We
leaving.
shouldn't be going with them. That's what I'm saying.
From the stretcher, Zed kind of picks his head up a little bit and is like, I kind of have to. I'm sorry.
Actually, Zed, you don't.
The blood kind of begs to differ.
come with for the ride. Let's get him home, and then we can be pissed and tell him where to stick it.
Stitches unzips the flight suit and steps out into just what is like a tank top and bike shorts. I'm not going with them. I'll keep in touch with you. I'll let you know where I'm at. I'll let you know where I land, and I will figure out things for Maxi. But I'm not associating myself with the people that got him killed.
That's me, Stitches. I got him killed.
Not. No, it's not. No, it's not, Chunk.
Yeah, it is. The reason he is here, the reason all of you are here is because I wasn't strong enough to, go on my own. You guys convinced me that I wasn't strong enough, and I wasn't strong enough. And then at the last moment, I failed Maxi. I let him die. I should have known she'd have a failsafe. I even joked about my own, which was a complete bluff. It was complete and utter bullshit. And I knew I should have known she would have had the plan. I should have been able to get him and get him out. And I wasn't fast enough, and that's on me. Okay? Maxi died because of me. I'm not good enough with this shit yet.
No, Joe. No.
You can say no all you want, but I know what it is. I know what a lot of choices were made by me, and I called this. I called this 6 months ago, before we ever set foot in Vegas, before we ever left Texas. I said I should just go on my own because I'm going to get somebody killed, and here we are. So
but you didn't do this.
My inaction and my inexperience did. So, you know what?
Then my inaction and inexperience did. Did you not see me just fucking fall out of the sky? I'm supposed to be your goddamn pilot, Tone.
Well, you know what? You were in the air blowing shit up. I barely scratched her.
And
I couldn't
Maxi
do
took her
shit.
out, right? So
Yeah, Maxi took her out.
At the end of the day, what, do we say it's his fault now? Because he's the one that set it off?
No, I'm saying that if I would have been
Exactly.
faster,
No.
I could have saved Maxi.
There's no way you could have done that, Joan.
Yeah, because you want to know what? What good is this shit that I can do if I can't even do that? So you be angry and go about whatever it is you're going about. I'm going to take my best friend to his final rest. And with that, Chone spins on their heel and starts heading towards the vehicle.
What is Stitches doing?
Watching Chone walk away and Zed get rolled away. And she's going to, I think she's going to also walk off, but in the opposite direction. And she's going to pull out her comm and call Yesenia.
Okay. Yesenia says she can have somebody pick you up.
Yeah, I need a ride.
Okay. So, Chopper heads back to somewhere the stuff blacks out. Zed, you're kind of in and out of consciousness for the next little bit. They actually give you something to kind of knock you out. It's a generalized anesthesia because you're in a lot of pain.
Oh, good. Good.
Chone, Adeline, she goes, for what it's worth, she goes, in these fights, you can't place blame. We all want to be better. We all want to be faster. We all want to be stronger. It's not your fault. It's not Stitches' fault. It's not Zed's fault. Occasionally.
I know exactly whose fault it is.
And it's not yours. And you're not honoring Maxi's memory by taking all the blame on yourself. Because
it's not all mine. No. Don't even think that it's all mine.
But you guys, she's like, I just watched you and Stitches have a fight over whose fault it was.
It absolutely is not her fault.
It's absolutely no one's fault, Chone.
It's war. Entirely.
It's a war.
Kelly Aguilar's fault.
Oh yeah, it's Kelly Aguilar. Exactly. It's a war.
A war that we got yanked into when we weren't ready. You know what? 3 years ago, I was perfectly happy with my Twinkies, being in the basement, working a computer. Now, I'm on a first name basis with 3 AIs. And another fucking psycho AI is trying to tells me how pretty I am and that they want me and that they need me.
Let me ask you a question then, Chone. She goes, I've been doing this a while.
This is going to make it all better. Let's do this.
No, no, it's not going to make it all better. But here, let me ask you this question. If you could go back right now, if you had the ability, knowing what you know about the world now, not the makeup of the world that you live on, the universe you live in. If you could close your eyes and go back to eating Twinkies in that basement, would you do it? Would you walk through that door?
If I could go back in time, I would save Maxi.
If you could go back to being that Chone, would you go do it?
No.
Okay, then.
But that
we mourn.
Chone did not have the power that I do, the power that I have
and
the capability of.
You are not all powerful.
Not yet.
I wish you luck. You're not all powerful. Nobody is. You're not a god.
Maybe that's what we needed here.
She goes, I've been looking for one of those my entire life, and I haven't seen one yet.
Well, Maxi needed one right now, and all he had was me. And
all he had was all of you, and the most powerful exoskeleton armor available on the open market, and a rail gun.
He took her out.
Yeah.
And I am so proud of him for that. But that should have been me who died there, not him. Look, no matter what you say, all the arguments you can make, that won't change a goddamn thing.
No,
right now,
what I'm trying to do is make sure that you don't end up...
Adeline, shut your hole.
Sorry, go ahead. She's not laughing. I'm chuckling.
I know. I want to take my brother home. I want to bury him in the ground and mourn him. I don't want to deal with any more of your fucking machinations for a while.
I have no machinations.
Can you do that for me?
There's no machinations. I gotta get him healed up.
And take care of Zed, and I will take care of Maxi.
Do you know where you need to take him?
He left. I got it. Remember, I have all their files.
I know. I'm trying to get you a fucking ride, Chone. Contrary to you and Stitches' popular belief, I'm not your fucking enemy.
I didn't say you were, and right now, I know I am reacting out of emotion, but if you don't get off me right now, we will be enemies. Right now, just let me deal with this, and maybe we'll talk again someday.
Okay.
That chopper that Maxi's on, it's mine now. I'll return it when I'm done.
Yeah, I can't let you do that. Someone will shoot you. Again, come back to the real world. You can tell me to shut up, but starting to act like the real world stopped existing the minute Maxi died doesn't work. Again, I will help you. I will get you wherever Maxi needs to go. But making those kinds of stupid fucking demands makes you sound like a 12-year-old. So cut the crap, okay? Stitches is out there acting like a 12-year-old. Shawn, act like a goddamn grown-up. Take the fucking help and take Maxi home.
Fine. I'll take the help, then we're done. Zed can make his own decision whenever he comes out of whatever y'all are doing to him, but I'm done. I'm done with all of this. Everything. Maybe if I would have made that decision a while ago, everything would be different right now. One way or the other, it would have. So, you know what? Apex was right. Should have just fucking chucked it all back then. Where's my ride?
We'll get it for you. Chopper lands Zed to get you into some sort of hospital. Shawn, are you waiting for Zed to wake up, or are you just taking Maxi?
I'm just taking Maxi.
Okay. They get you a thing to go where you need to go. Transport.
When Zed wakes up, Zed does have like a quantum voicemail.
Okay.
Letting him know what happened.
Zed, you wake up. There's a doctor. He goes, we should be feeling better now. I've just given you a hyperstimulant.
I look around the room. Is anybody here other than the doctor?
Nope.
Shit. How long has it been? How long have I been out?
About 11 hours. The force of the explosion, the shock wave, the overpressure, did some damage to your lungs. Some of your internal organs had some minor rupturing, and then the heat, you had some pretty severe burning, but we managed to fix all that. You should make a full recovery.
All right. Where are we? Where is here?
Here's here. I have a thing for you, and he hands you a glow.
All right.
It's your quantum voicemail from Shawn.
Shawn kind of pops up on almost like a holo display. Zed, I have parted ways with the IOG. But I took Maxi, what's left of him, back home. No matter what anybody says, you can't convince me that if I'd been better at this whole stupid shit, he'd be alive. And I gotta get better. So this sucks, but don't look for me. When I figure out how to fix it, I'll be back. So, Zed, even though Bosco is a pain in the ass, I love the person who put him together. So, I would suggest you find Stitches and get out from under the IOG's thumb too. Because they're just going to keep using us. They give some great party favors, but I don't think it's worth it anymore. Take care. And then it disappears.
So Zed will probably play the message twice through just to like let it sink in. And then he'll call Adeline.
She goes, yeah?
All right. What's the situation in Vegas? What did I miss?
Kelly Aguilar's dead. I don't know how deep
Yeah, I know.
How deep you want to get in the weeds right now. Zed, how you feeling?
Real fucking shitty, man. What happened with the rest of the cult? What happened with the triad?
Triads.
Where are we at?
They wiped him out. That was the deal. It's done.
All right. What's the fucking threat board say? What did the triplets say?
We're moving them right now.
Like moving base of operations?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I mean, the doctor said I'm better. I feel, but what do you need me to do?
I don't know. She goes, Mike Tate's dead and the agency has been fully compromised.
Wait, when did that happen?
About 20 hours ago.
How?
It's a very good question.
Fuck. Okay. All
So,
right.
We managed to get away with the triplets, but the agency's toast.
Shit. Okay. Well, I probably shouldn't know too much more than I know right now.
Oh, what do you mean? There's not much to tell. Everybody's off to the four winds. Shawn took Maxi's body somewhere. She asked for a drop off at these coordinates. I don't know if that's where she put him down. But I...
All right. Well, I guess it's back to square one, just with a new board, new puzzle pieces. I'm assuming you're fine. You weren't damaged in any way.
No, I'm good.
All right. Well,
For what it's worth.
give me some time to get my head on straight and figure things out, and we'll figure out next steps.
Okay. Call me when you're ready.
Yeah.
She hangs up, and that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. Thank you all for joining us. I see you folks in chat. Thank you for staying up late. A couple of people were like, I stay up. Oh my God, tragedy, I have to stay. Thank you for joining us. Our final episode of Chaos Incorporated will be out after the holidays. We're going to take a little break for Christmas and New Year's, so we should be back in 4 weeks. Just so everybody's not worried, the cast is not going away. Another show is in the offing. We're in final development stages on that. So there is more coming, I promise. Yeah, if you're missing us while you're gone and you missed it, go listen to the Mary Highsmith episode from a couple of weeks ago. That was hilarious and far less tragic. Yeah. There's a lot of back episodes. I saw some people in the chat. You can go back and watch all of the episodes of Chaos Inc. from episode 1 to now to catch up before the end of the episode. I will be back tomorrow night with the Super Show on twitch.tv/humanoidhq and youtube.com/humanoidhq. So we're going to do that tomorrow. So join me and Mallo for that. Dot, where can people find you on the internets?
Oh, I'm around on all of the socials and such. But excuse me. Specifically here and Bite-Sized Tales, as well as Resting Glitch Face. We are actually in the finalist phase for the Audioverse Awards. So,
And weren't you specifically up for an award too?
the cast is, yes. So for recurring voices, myself as well as my castmates, and then Eric, our GM, is up for Best Director. We have a couple categories that you can vote for us in. So if you feel so inclined to send some votes our way, it would really mean so much.
Awesome. Go do that, folks. Michael! Even though Maxi's dead, Michael's not going anywhere. Michael, where can they find you? You're muted or not coming through.
Finally lost his
You
voice.
can find me muted.
I can find you muted. There you go.
You can find me on Smuggler's Blues, which will return.
Smuggler's Booze. That's our new name
Look,
for season 2.
I have a little bit of a head cold. It's a little. Be nice.
I'm sorry, but it's the perfect name for you. Mate, he didn't die.
You can find me on Smuggler's Blues, which will be returning after the holidays on Mondays on Twitch. That is our Star Wars actual play on YouTube. You can also find me on Tubular Teens with Titans, which is a Power Rangers inspired audio drama. It's a lot of fun. I get to play the team mentor and chew up a lot of scenery. And then you'll also be able to find me on the show Dragon Age, A Time of Masks and Daggers, which will also be returning after the holidays, sometime in the spring on the Rourk and Rasp channel. And of course, you can find me here when we come back, playing someone completely different.
We will. You're voting for Resting Glitch Face.
Schmaxi.
No, there will be no Maxi's little brother who's there for vengeance.
Maxi the second.
That. No. All right, Caleb, where can they find you, my friend?
I am on
Maxi
the I am on the socials at the Caleb G, and you can of course hear me on alternating Tuesdays right here, Game Running Neon Trails. We are going to be returning after our holiday break on, I believe, the 9th of January. The crew has just accepted a new job to go on a shopping trip to an abandoned prison. Absolutely nothing bad is going to happen. It's just going to be a shopping episode.
Yeah, I believe that. And finally, Kaylee, where can folks find you?
You can find me most anywhere on the socials at Anime Girl and the aforementioned Smuggler's Booze. You can also find me here quite often.
When do we get to Smuggler's Boobs? Can we?
That's season 3.
That's when you add Dot.
That's
when you add Dot to the
retarded.
cast.
It's gonna get weird if Michael and Dot and I are in
boobs.
every show. I have boobs too,
petition
but
to
there's a whole
join.
thing.
I petition to join Smuggler's Boobs, please.
It's just going to be all of us in the same show everywhere we go for the rest of our lives. That's all there is. So, yeah. There'll be a thing. And, you can also find me doing a small part in Tubular Teens with Titans also. Speaking of following Michael around and doing everything he does, only slightly slower. Alex, what about you?
First.
Again, I'll be back for the Super Show tomorrow at 7 o'clock Pacific time at twitch.tv/HumanIQ. You can find links to all of our stuff, our Discord, our socials, everything else on playidentico.com. It's PLAYIDENTECO.com. We love you all. Have a wonderful night, and I will be back with you all tomorrow. And we'll be back with the last episode of Chaos Inc. right after the holiday. Bye.
Bye.
Chaos Incorporated is Kaylee as Chone, Michael as Maxi, Dot as Stitches, Caleb as Zed, and Alex is your game runner. You can learn more about the game we play on this podcast by going to www.playidentico.com. You can join us live for these sessions every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific over on twitch.tv/Identico. And you can watch along with past episodes and see additional content like how to play videos over on our YouTube channel. youtube.com/Identico. And finally, you can follow along with us on the socials at Identico on Twitter and at Humanoid Games on Threads and Instagram. Thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll see you next week.